We are live. We got Harry W. We got Richie from Jets Media, Matt O'Leary, Iowa Jets fan, we're in the house. We got Dom C in the house. We got Steve, live, CEO of the Jet Lounge. So I knew I'd get rich on my channel. See what's going on. Yeah, there we go. Woo.
Jets by a million today.
Yeah. Oh yeah, go. Amazing, that's my boy. That's my boy. He breaks away from a sack and completes the pass for first down.
Oh, Kittle just may have made the most amazing catch.
He fights for the first down and gets out of bounds too.
It's no good. Overtime. Oh, what a catch. How do you drop that? What are you, Jamal Adams? Touchdown.
This is a touchdown all the way.
He reached over the pylon. San Francisco beat Cincinnati.
Well, hello and happy Mother's Day. Happy Sunday. Jets Chaos in the building. Jets Chaos in the building. And I already see so many people in the chat. You're so curious. All I have to say the word big and announcement. And suddenly there's like mayhem. Everybody wants to know what's going on. Well, don't worry. Nothing bad's going to happen to you. But let's welcome some people. Vincenzo was the first one in here, and he's all ears. Well, good, because it's coming. Hank G in the house. The improv man, that's actually my brother. Dano is going crazy. He wants to get me to 3,000 subs tonight. Not the most realistic expectations, but I'll take it. Harlan Abraham, what's going on? Good to see you here, buddy. My moderator, Grandizer, is in the house. He's all the way down in Florida. The Miami Dolphin fan that moderates for the New York Jets channel. You got to love that, right? It's the greatest thing in the world. My wife is here, and who else is in the chat? Let yourself be known. Come in, say hello. We're waiting for a few others to come. We got a big announcement today on the channel. Going to be some changes, going to be some exciting changes. You'll like it. Harry W. is in the house. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you here. So let's start by saying, hey, man, we got a new schedule. We got our schedule this year. Predictions are going to start piling in, and some people are flipping out, and they don't like it. I don't know why. Because remember, if we want to contend for a Super Bowl, if we're serious, if we believe we're good, then guess what? It shouldn't matter what our schedule is. It shouldn't matter who we play. It shouldn't matter if we're for real. If we're for real, we won't have trouble beating Dallas in Dallas because they're hyped every year and they're never for real. If we're for real, we should be able to beat Miami on Black Friday, right? Yeah. If we're for real. So, hey, we don't need an easy schedule. We don't need favors. That's not what we want. We want to be for real. And this is a schedule that's going to let us prove right from the beginning of the year when we start wiping the floor with people's faces that we're for real. John Hepburn, what's going on? We got Pure Adrenaline Sports in the house. That's my friend, the postman, John Post. And Pure Adrenaline Sports is a great show for fantasy football that you should check out. You should never have a fantasy football team and not check in with Pure Adrenaline Sports before you draft and as you do your starting lineup each day. And Jets, my buddy in the house, all the way from London, is London Jets fan. What's going on? I don't know what time it is there, but thanks for being here right now. Appreciate it. Ryder and Talon in the house. Good to see you. Paul in the house. What's going on, brother? It's good to see you today. Ready? Creating chaos. Always, man. I'm always creating chaos, whether it's the teasers, whether it's the clickbait. I love it when people get mad at me for clickbait. And I don't do the clickbait that's a lie. Like, it's not like I'm showing on thumbnails that, like, Rex Ryan is going to be talking, right? I mean, you see that kind of stuff. It's like, oh, you know, what they had to say about the Jets, and they show, you know, on the thumbnails Rex Ryan, then you turn it on and some guy you don't know. It's not that kind of clickbait. but you got to come up with titles that make people click. That's the whole idea of YouTube. That's how it works. So, but there is an announcement coming, and I think it's a big announcement. So I'm not lying about that. The reason I'm not going right to it is because I'm giving people time to get here, because I don't want to have to re-announce the announcement, 25, 30 times. I will announce it throughout the show because people do join the stream throughout the show. So I will give everybody the information and what I'm talking about when I say big announcement. We're going to have some special guests. We're also going to have a giveaway tonight. How many people out there want a Sauce Gardner signed football card? Tonight, you'll have an opportunity to win it. I'll tell you more about that. So that is going to happen. We got Steve, the Sack Exchange, in the chat. We got somebody already here in my lobby waiting to come on. He'll give me the thumbs up when he's ready that I want to introduce to everybody once I make the announcement. We got We the People in the house. I hope that you can see the screen, buddy. Sometimes it gets so smoky that you have to do a little bit of this and get a fan to blow the smoke out of the way so you can even see what's going on the screen. So hopefully you'll do that. David Gerard in the house. It's good to see you, brother. And Harlan, you keep welcoming him here, Harlan. You do your thing, buddy. You do your thing. So, okay, let's get to it. I didn't realize I was going to have so many people in the lobby. That's great. This is taking me off guard, but it's good because I love to improvise. I love to go as I go. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to come into the stream. You know who you are in the waiting room. You guys ready? You guys good? You want to wait? I can't tell. Oh, I see thumbs up. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what's going on. I'm going to give you an idea, and I'm going to introduce you to some people, okay? So I want to first start by saying that this channel is not going to change. The content on this channel will stay the same. The content, the shows, the discussions, the chat, all those things will change. But all those things will be the same. But we are rebranding ourselves here. We are now going to collaborate and partner with another Jets entity and grow this channel, grow the content, grow the opportunity to meet new people, connect with new fans, and even have the opportunity to connect to former New York Jets. That's right. Former New York Jets joining the show. And let me give you let me get right to it. Jets Chaos is going to combine my YouTube channel. I'm combining my YouTube channel with the Jets Lounge on Twitter. So what that means is, again, we're going to have the same content. We're just going to have more people, more opportunity for more guests, more giveaways that might involve both the Twitter show and the YouTube show. It's going to bring the Jet Lounge into the YouTube world, and I am honored to be able to represent their presence on YouTube and deliver it to you and have the opportunity to deliver you some just additional great content. And the name of the channel will start and change, and it's going to be Jets Lounge and Chaos. And then eventually it will become, I'll tell you right now, eventually it will just become the Jets Lounge, but it will be run by me. I will still be Jets Chaos. I will still bring the chaos. Again, it's just going to be with more. And right now I want to introduce one of the key people from the Jets Lounge, one of its founders, one of the people who run the Jets Lounge. Please welcome in Justin.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good. It's an exciting night.
Yeah, it is, man. I'm outside. It's beautiful out here. Yeah, I'm excited, man. Zach called me the other day, and he told me we're trying to get everything into YouTube, and we've had such a good connection with some of the former players, like you said, and some of the current players as well. We just got together with the Jet Lounge. If you're not familiar with us, but definitely give us a follow. Obviously, Justin Forocho on Twitter. That's my handle. It's an @ but at Jet Lounge. Sax will be on here to put his. He's the founder. He'll put his @ on there. But yeah, we pretty much do Twitter Spaces where we bring up people into a live chat similar to this, but it's just pretty much audio only. And we've had some good former players on there: Tony Richardson, Braylon Edwards, among so many others. We also had a lot of beat writers on there. Rich Samini's been on there from ESPN. amongst other people. Antoine Staley, New York Daily News. So we get those kind of people in there for the Jets fans to connect with those kind of people, and be able to produce more content through Spaces. But if we can get a face to the voice too, and Jeremy, giving us some chaotic material, man, we're all on board, and we're all going to do this together. And Jet fans, we are for the fans and by the fans. That's pretty much our motto. So, man, we welcome you on board to Jet Lounge team, and we anything you need from us, man, we're here for you too. So let's work together. It's gonna be fun. Fans are going to benefit.
It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Let's not forget the amazing experience we had for the game opener last year, when the Jets Lounge got an opportunity for everybody to have a suite together, tailgate party together, get to see the opener. Everybody who wanted to go was able to go. A lot of people never really got that opportunity. We even pitched in the YouTube content providers, the people from the Jets Lounge, and we got Iowan Jets fan out to New York, and he got to go to his first Jets game. So I'm looking forward to more of that too in the future.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. We got to meet some great people there that night. Obviously I got to meet some great YouTube content creators and some fans that just have, only heard our voice on Twitter. And we rented out they call it the Hangar. It's a suite. It sits up to 250 people. And we had that sold out in a matter of hours on Twitter, and people just waiting for their tickets to get released to them, because we weren't expecting them to be sold as fast as they were. But we got ready together, and we had the tailgates outside, and a lot of the fans had a great time at them. And we continued through the season, and we're trying to do year number 2 and get everything back so everybody can come out and enjoy each other. We're going to camps, and we get the player meet and greets. Last year we did one with Jeremy Ruckert out in Long Island. We also did one with John Franklin Myers down the shore here by me. And we've been working with some other people trying to get something for this year before this season's going on. And in the works, we were just doing something with Marty Lyons, trying to do something with Marty Lyons, and he was doing some fundraising for Make-A-Wish for some of the kids through Marty Lyons Foundation. So we're doing good things for the community, and we're trying to make sure that the fans understand that we're doing it from the kindness of our hearts, because we are fans and we want to access the players and all the good stuff the Jets have to offer, because we're fans too.
I love it. I love it. And I love being part of it, man. This is great. I want to introduce somebody else, a friend of yours, a friend of ours, the man from the Jets Lounge, Kenny.
What's going on, guys? Good evening.
Kenny, what's up, brother?
How you doing, brother?
Well, good. Hope everybody celebrated Mother's Day with their mother, wives, all the best. Listen, this collaboration, it's really, really, I'm looking forward to this. A bunch of great guys that I've gotten known in the last year plus, and putting this all together now. And like Justin said, we're for the fans. We just like chatting it up and getting guests that people appreciate. Like Justin said, we had Samini in, Antoine Staley, players in. Another good guy that always comes on is Brian Costello, who's been covering the Jets for years and a very good friend of mine. And it's always a good time having a fellow AFC East combatant, JJ Yastrzemski, who's well known. He's a big Dolphin fan. He's come into the lounge, and I'm sure he'll be excited to moving forward, shoot the shit with all the fans regarding Jet Dolphin games, especially playing them on that Black Friday. I just love it. I think I'm the senior guy here. I've been a season ticket holder for 41 years, going on 42 now. And a lot of good things to come. We got a quarterback. And this is all going to lead up to training camp, to the season. We're going to have a lot of fun with this. And just want everybody to know the lounge. Jeremy, I appreciate the collab with this. The lounge never went away. We're coming back stronger than ever, just like the Jets, stronger than ever this year. And I appreciate, this here, what you're doing. Justin, good to see you. It's been a while.
You too, boy. We by the pool smoking a stogie. I'm out by the pool too.
Beautiful night. The pool is open. Just went to dinner and got home about a half hour ago, and basically just sitting by the pool and love talking Jets.
Yeah, man. Happy Mother's Day to the wife and everybody over there, Kenny.
Oh, appreciate that.
So guys,
Yeah.
we got somebody else ready to come in and join us. I'm going to give them the full blown intro that my viewers have come to know. Because I didn't plan for you guys, so
Mark
I didn't have it
Sanchez.
scripted with him. I had this little plan, so I'm just going to get it going, give him his intro. Bear with me. Gets a little. This is where the chaos comes. Okay, so be ready for this. If you never heard it before, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the New York Jet rooting, the Staten Island pizza eating, the Brooklyn pizza eating, the L&B loving, the New Jersey pizza hating, the auctioneer giving, the CEO of the Jets Lounge, the greatest collaborator in the world. Sack Exchange.
Ew. What's up, Zach?
That was a bit much.
There's the fireworks, man.
I
That's
told you,
crazy.
man, you're embracing the chaos now.
What's up, Kenny? What's up? What's
All
up,
good.
Justin? What's up, Jeremy?
What's going on,
What's
man?
going
If I
on,
mute
brother?
my mic, it's because I got my dog outside. She barks at the wind. There she is. Hold on. You guys keep talking.
Listen, I just want to welcome you to the lounge. Like, listen, everybody that's tuning in, what Jeremy said was true. Like, his content, the reason why we contacted Jeremy, because Jeremy does a great job on his own. So a lot of you guys think, like, you know what? Content's great. We can, like Justin said, I don't think I could do a good enough job as Justin said. I'm not great on video, but I just want to welcome Jeremy in and just actually add to Jeremy's content. Actually get some ex-players on, maybe some current players we're working on. Justin's been working hard doing that. Kenny behind the scenes, he's got connects with a lot of the beat writers, as he mentioned. And I think Jeremy deserves it. I think together we can grow the channel even more than it is now. Jeremy's done a great job with that. And I think this is a win-win. I think this is going to be great. I think we always wanted to get into the YouTube space. That's something that we always wanted to. And to be honest, we don't really, you see Kenny with the cigar. Yeah, he's out there, and Justin's a little tech savvy. I'm tech savvy, but not the YouTube stuff. You got someone that knows how to do it, and someone that's been loyal to us from day one. Got to meet Jeremy with Green Bean, another friend of mine who I both love them to death, and I think it's a win-win. We're happy, we're excited about it. I'm pumped, and I can't say anything more than that.
It's so awesome, man. Because I would go on the lounge and there's so many people in there, and I think it's vice versa. The people that watch this stream, they don't always know about what's going on Twitter. They don't know what's going on in the lounge. They don't know the people that you got in there speaking. And then vice versa, there's people on Twitter that doesn't know, they might have had a bad experience, watched one YouTube content provider or two, it might not have been their thing, but there's so many out there for everybody. And just didn't have the chance to be exposed to it. That, hey, not everybody is going to come in and be a know-it-all. Some of us are actually out here to just give our takes, but actually take feedback. We do it through the chat and allow our viewers to have a voice. And I want to make sure that, and expose some of the Twitter people to that you can come on to some of these shows. And in this channel, we've always welcomed that and just like Green Bean, we want to give a voice to the people who are our viewers. They help make the show. It's the people in the chat that ask the questions, that fill in a lot of this content. Without them, it would just be awkward and weird and just sitting there talking to a camera, not knowing what to say.
Yeah, and I think the main goal here is, and Justin and Kenny said it best, and you mentioned it earlier. So I'm in the believer, nobody's above anybody. Nobody's the biggest fan. We've got fans in Cali, such as so we got fans everywhere, and to connect all these great people, I absolutely love fellow Jet fans, no matter where they are, where they're from. We got Iowa Jet to come down, and I think that that's the biggest thing is even look at the giveaways. Some of you guys that are on Twitter, you see these giveaways, and people wonder like, okay, either he's rich or why would he be doing it? And to me is if you were to just read the comments when the people win, you would see why. So we have tailgates coming up this year. We got to get Jeremy to come down. We partner with several different folks. U Stadium is very close with us. Good bunch of guys. And
hey, Zach, real quick, I'm gonna talk about those giveaways that Zach does. A real quick story. We always like story time in the lounge. Is what we do, right? We're not doing hand raises here. We do, I don't know how we do it here, guys. We do hand raises with the emojis in the lounge. Here,
we just cut people off. That's
what we do.
But no, the giveaways. A good story here is back in right after we drafted Zach Wilson. That draft, should I say? Zach was doing a contest where he did you drafted, did like a mock draft, and whoever got the most right to the certain teams, first round, whatever, would win a jersey of their choice for a Jets player. I nailed it. I got the first 8 or 9 picks correct to the right teams and everything in the first round. We did great. I got AVT, but wrong. That's why I got screwed up when there was trades. But I messaged Zach because I met him through Twitter. At that time, there was no spaces or whatever. I messaged him and I said, "I'll take a Zach Wilson white." He said, "All right, well, they didn't make them yet, so as soon as they making them, I'll send you one." So at that time, he was doing so many giveaways. I'm waiting for the jersey. I'm like, damn, maybe I had to make them already. I texted him, said, "Hey, Zach, where's my jersey?" He said, "I already mailed it. What do you mean you didn't get it?" Very next day, I got a Zach Wilson jersey in the mail. I put it on. Next thing you know, me and Zach are talking about Jets all the time, and this was just Twitter. This was before there were spaces, so it was just a Jets community where he said, "Man, Jets Twitter can be toxic sometimes. People get a little rowdy on each other. Let's try to get these people to at least have a moment of happiness because we stink. We were bad." So he started doing the giveaways, man, and it was contagious. People loved it, and I loved it. So appreciate it, Zach. You did a good thing with Twitter. So
absolutely
do more.
And I think that's the biggest thing. When we do our tailgates, you guys out there have a lot of options, right? A lot of people do great jobs. We know the big tailgates that people do, and we even the price that we do it for. It's not to undercut anybody. What it's for is there are a lot of people that spend all this money on season tickets or tickets in general, and not everybody's got all this money to do that. Plus, enjoy a great tailgate. Becomes a lot. So again, everything that we do, we're trying to do it for you all out there, and that's as sincere as it comes. So that's why we do it. We try to make it such affordable for folks to come out, because at the end of the day, we just want, and I know that Kenny feels the same way, and Justin, that we just want people to celebrate this together. Wins or losses, we all in this together. And that's how I feel. And that's what we keep trying to push. And, you just keep doing it, right? You just keep at it. And eventually it's contagious. The positivity is contagious. And folks will be good to each other. I say that in a lot of the things. And yeah, we fight over all the time. We fight over who to draft. And we fight amongst ourselves about what free agents? Oh, I want Odell Beckham. Oh, you don't want Odell Beckham. You're an ass. And you're enough. That we get enough crap from the other fan bases, as you can see. So we shouldn't fight with each other. We should try to get along, enjoy, and to me, that's what's most important. So this year we'll try to sponsor a few families outside of the tri-state area that can't make it to a game. They just can't. Financially feasible for them to do it. And there's some that have already DM'd me and said, my lifelong dream was to go to MetLife and never were able to do it. Well, my lifetime dream was to go to Dodger Stadium and I wasn't able to do it. So I get it. I've been there, and this is the way that we can give back and get some folks, and that's just basically it. So I'm excited, Jeremy, that you're part of this. I love you. I always supported you. I'm glad that you're with us, and extremely happy about it.
Ditto, man. Ditto, man. I'm so excited to get started and start this new chapter. It's going to be a lot of fun. And I know it's always exciting when we're on Twitter and we get these people and these special guests on. And it's going to be super exciting when it happens on YouTube. And, we get to connect the fans to people that they don't ordinarily get to connect to. And that's going to be great for them. And also a lot of them will get the opportunity to go to the opener now, or to go to the hangar and, and be exposed to that, because they didn't get that information because they might not be on Twitter, So again, it's just another outlet to spread and make sure everybody knows. Like when you go to a home Jet game, you got to know if the Jets Lounge is having a tailgate party. You don't got to sit there and bring, pack your own sandwiches or get your own grill going. They make it affordable, good price, so much cheaper than any of the other groups out there that charge money just to pay for the cost of doing it. Good music, good food. What a great way to start and go to a Jet game, right? To right away start with a bunch of other Jet fans. They're going to welcome you and be friendly, and you get to make friends and meet new fans.
Jeremy, real quick, I have a quick story here. I'll make it short. For years, me and my brother would go to the Jet game, and we get there maybe an hour early, an hour and a half, whichever way the bus got us there. This is a while ago, and we would go through the tailgate and such great smells of food. So, so many people having fun. We didn't know any of them. And it's just like, oh, wow, man, that would be really cool one day. But we would eventually go into the stadium, and one family somehow, as we were walking, they're like, hey, man, I like your shirt. I was wearing a Jet shirt or whatnot. And they're like, hey, you want a drink? And we're like, oh, all right. And I had some drinks with them. And I never forgot that family, right? So that now there are other people like us. So now that we're doing the tailgate, there's other people like us out there that are roaming the roaming the parking lot before the game starts. And they can actually say, you know what? I do got a place to go, and I've got 100 new friends there.
Yeah, and now you got the social media way to do it with YouTube and Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff to let them know, hey, you're not walking through the parking lot, but you kind of are, to say, hey, there's other Jet fans, and hey, I got the same shirt on, and I've suffered too, and now let's win it together, man, because that ticker tape parade down, New York is going to be sweet. I'm ready for it, guys. I know your listeners and all your viewers right now, they better be subscribing, because this is where it's going to be, man. Right here, subscribe.
Jeremy,
that's how you do it on YouTube. You point down and say subscribe, man. I never had a channel before, so
you could do that. You could point down. A lot of them will just see it. Like they know how. They know. They just have to go to the homepage, and there's a big button that they just have to click for subscribe. Anybody in the chat that's chatting has to subscribe, because you can't chat in the chat unless you've subscribed. So that's one good way to make it happen. But anybody watching, they should know how to subscribe, but also to hit the notification bell, because if Sack and I are going to pop up and do giveaways on YouTube, you don't know when it's going to happen always. So if you don't hit that notification bell, they're not going to know it's happening. So that's one thing I want to tell everybody out there. If you want to win these cool things, Sack is giving away some great things: jerseys, signed cards, mini helmets that are signed, all these great things. You don't want to miss it. So don't just subscribe, hit that little bell, put the notification on, so you know when we're going to pop in and do some kind of giveaway.
So you did that way better than me, man.
Yeah. And you know what? Way better than you too. But I picked a number. So for everyone watching, the number's already been picked, and I'll turn my camera over to it so you don't think it's, fixed or anything. That's the lifestyle I was raised in, so everyone doesn't trust. But I picked a number. It's there from random. So, Jeremy, when you want to start it, the first, as they chat, the first one to get the number wins. I think that I could just text you the number so you know. And then you them and get their app.
Yeah, you send me the number and then give them a range to guess. Guys, don't guess yet. Don't guess yet. Also, give me time to figure out who guessed the number first, because we've had mistakes because they come in so fast. So, give us a chance. But you guys are already guessing numbers. I can't do anything for you because we haven't even started yet. So I'll look for that. I'll look for that text. You still with us, Zach? Oh, okay. I got it.
He's probably combing his hair or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not. So I text Jeremy the number. So when he says go, you go. One guess per round, as we always do it on Twitter. Because if you just keep guessing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you're gonna eventually get it. So one guess per round. If nobody gets it in 5 minutes, then he'll say guess again. And this is for a Sauce Gardner autograph. This is a really nice card. This is a Sauce Gardner special case hit insert clear autograph rookie card. So good luck to everybody.
Okay, guys. Now we're gonna start the guessing. When I say go, we're gonna start the guessing. It's a number between.
No, it's
I'm gonna say 1 through 50 because there's about 50 people in here. And remember, only guess once until I say guess again. You could be disqualified if you guess twice. I can see who's guessing. So start the guessing now. Go. We're just watching. We're watching.
Yep.
What's the chance? 2 people guess the same number back to back.
Yeah, that happens.
Nobody yet. Nobody yet. Everybody just be patient.
Rodgers.
Huh?
Jeopardy music with Aaron Rodgers in the background.
These giveaways on YouTube will evolve.
Peter, you get 1 guess per round. That's it. You got to wait until we say guess again. If you've already guessed, that's how we know when it slows down. We know. Don't worry, Peter can't win because he's cheating until I say go again. So if you've already guessed, I'm gonna wait like 5 more seconds and I'm gonna say guess again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guess again. 1 through 50, guys.
Made it a hard number, Sack, huh?
Not really.
This always happens. Happens.
I don't pick the number. The computer.
Random generator.
Yep.
Okay, we have a winner.
Uh-oh.
We have a winner. Harlan Abraham guessed the number 7.
Kenny O'Brien.
And just so you guys know, Sack texted me, just so you could see. He texted me the number.
And here, guys, so you guys know.
It's right here on my phone. if you can see it. It is 7. So Harlan, what I need you to do is send me an email to jeremycravat@gmail.com. Contact me on Twitter. Send me your email and a comment on the video. Just get a hold of me. Again, I'll type in the spelling of my name, Harlan. You just send me an email.
Congratulations.
And you just want a Sauce Gardner signed card. Great prize. The one thing that made me really think about if I wanted to work with you, Steve, was I was kind of like, oh man, now that I'm collaborating with you, it's unethical for me to try to enter to win these things. So I'm gonna have to I used to be the guy guessing, and now I have to sit there and watch other people have a chance to win. So I'm sacrificing a lot for you.
You know what? Listen, what's our catchphrase, Justin? He says it best.
For the fans, by the fans, man.
And it means a lot to us to say that because we're no better than anybody else. I think that's what happens. I think that if we're out there and we're trying to provide content, if we're at camp and trying to provide videos so that you guys can watch camp that are out there in Texas or wherever you are, I think sometimes people they think they're, hot shit pretty much. But that's not true. If you knew me or Justin or Kenny, just next time we have a game, you come hang out with us and you'll see. It's a passion of us to bring everybody together. And I think that's the main goal. I would love it to, if I was a millionaire, I would have so many of you down that can't go to the game, come to, because I think that we've all been through some misery as Jet fans and we deserve to be happy,
Yeah. And I want to say, guys, just so you know, Harlan, the guy who won,
Yep.
just so you know, is one of the nicest guys on the planet. Like he is on every stream, whether it's me or Green Bean or Matt O'Leary. And every time somebody joins the chat, Harlan is the first person to welcome them in. Constantly welcoming another
Awesome.
Jet fans. Welcome to the chat. He is the greatest guy. That's why you'll see in the chat right now, a lot of the guys are saying they're so happy he won because he's one of the greatest, nicest guys I have in the stream and in the chat. So it's so fitting that he won. I'm so happy that he won and got that.
But guys that didn't win, there's going to be much more. So now this was just a little grand opening here for Jeremy. We're trying to get Braylon Edwards on probably next week. I've been texting him about it. He's interested. We're good friends with Tony Richardson, so go out and try to get him to come on, and more different personalities, ex-players, even some current players current players are a little harder because on the contract and with the Jets and all, but it's still doable and we'll still try. And I'll be at the green and white. I'll be at the camps along with Kenny, along with Justin, and we'll be providing you content. And Jeremy, you can always go live to the camp and pop in, and we'll have some quality videos. So for everyone out there in different states, this is the way to bring you closer.
It's so funny. I wasn't going to throw names out there, but since you did, hey guys, how many of you want to see Braylon Edwards embrace the chaos and step into the YouTube Jets Lounge? Let's start seeing it in the chat. If you're all in, if you want Braylon Edwards, let us know.
Yeah, just so you guys know, last year, I did a YouTube. I had no idea what I was doing, and I think it would be better ran Jeremy. But we had Tyler Conklin on last year, so we did a little bit of a YouTube interview with him. So I'd like to get him back on for everybody again, and have be ran a little bit better with a nicer looking screen and not just the iPhone camera. Obviously, you can see. I don't even know what I'm doing here. So, but yeah, so
same here.
Get him on there, and we can work with some of these players, man. I gotta talk to some agents frequently to try to get some events for some players, or whether it be a meet and greet or some type of charity event or something. The Jet Lounge is always trying to get back to the fans and the community, so definitely awesome. I'm psyched here. I got to work on getting the lighting here, though. You guys Jeremy looks awesome, and then me and Kenny are like shadows here.
Well, I got the lights on in the yard, but it's
as best as we can do. I'm not stubbing my toe or nothing when I'm walking around in here. That's all I know.
Well, Justin, just imagine how cool it's going to be when I rip down these banners and it's going to be pure black with nothing but an LED Jets Lounge.
Oh, it's going to look good. It's going to make you look even more handsome than you are, man.
maybe less bald.
I took it off because it was
on
all
your team, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, again, guys, I'm excited for it. I think that we're really gonna, put our best foot forward and get as many folks on there as possible for you and all. Hopefully, you can see me better. I took the LED off, but it's back there. We're gonna hook Jeremy up with one so he can have it. It's super bright, so it turns everything green, but. Nothing wrong with green, right? So,
and Jeremy, another good connection I have, who's just a psychotic Jet fan, and everybody knows him from WFAN, Joe Beningo.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm
that's cool.
I'm very good friends with Joe. I golf with him once a week, and he's just, his passion. A lot of people, don't like his shtick, but he's 100% right. It's a long time waiting for a winner, and he's all in on Rodgers. And he's not computer savvy, Joe. He does his podcast on Spotify on Mondays and Fridays. His daughter does a great job putting that all together for him. Otherwise, he's got no clue what he's doing. But it's going to be interesting when one game this season, I guarantee it. There will be a road game where I don't go to, where I will be watching at Joe's house and do a live halftime show with Joe reacting. That'll be classic.
Hope we're winning, man.
Oh,
I love it. I love it. You guys know anyone you want to bring on, like just reach out to me. Let me know. I'm going to offer you this platform. If you guys have announcements, understand we're partnering now. We're together. So whatever I can do to help Jets Lounge, just know that this is your platform on YouTube. I'm here for you. I will share this platform, communicate to anybody I can, extend our reach as far as I can extend it. So just know I'm all in on this. So we're partners, and I love what you guys I love what you guys are offering to do for the channel. So thank you.
We're more than partners. You're family now, and you know how that goes with Italians, right? Once you're in.
Yeah. I know, man. My best friend. I grew up in Brooklyn, so I know what it means. I know what it means.
You can't get out. That's it. We look forward to seeing you. And if you don't come down to see us, we're gonna send cousin Kenny out to you. So you don't.
What about you, Jeremy? What state?
What?
I'm in Sacramento. I came out last year, so I got to try to annualize it and make it a yearly thing.
Yeah.
Well, I texted him this morning, and I didn't know he was in California. I said, "Oh, Sac, I just texted Jeremy." He's like, "You did?" It's only like it was 9:30 here. He's like, "It's only like 6 o'clock here." I'm like, "Oh shit, man! I didn't know he was up in California."
You go to the Las Vegas for the game since it's not that far.
Yeah, I think so. I'm already starting to make plans because I know that there's already a bunch of people talking about that game and targeting that game. It's a really easy Southwest flight for me. I can just hop, skip, and a jump. So,
you want to watch the Jets in the Super Bowl?
No, regular season game.
I was talking about that one. You can talk about the other one.
All right. Trips. That'd be fun. Yeah, Vegas. I booked the hotel already. I'll work on the airfare next.
Where you? I'll talk to you offline. Where you staying?
At the area.
Okay.
Did book the Cowboy game, the Dallas. That's already been booked. So if anybody got to link up while we're down there in Big D, Jerry's World, represent the green and white.
We're gonna go out. I'm making a road trip out to Cleveland for see my boy Revis and Klecko get going to the Hall of Fame. So I can't wait for that. I just got my Revis jersey all pulled out of the closet, make sure it's ready to go. And that's going to be a fun trip. So I can't wait for that, man, because those two well deserved to be in there. So it's a good year, man. We got Rodgers, those guys going into the Hall of Fame. I mean, what can we ask for being a Jets fan this year, man?
Justin, you going with the family?
Or... I don't know. I might just solo it out, man. Trek it up and grab some people online and see what's up.
I know me and Sack, Joey Clark, and Joe Beningo, we're driving.
All right, well, then I might just throw some money in the fuel tank for you guys and hop in the back seat.
I think offline, I'll let you know where I'm staying.
All right, whatever. I'll fly out. I'll drive out. Whatever.
Only 6 hours.
6-hour drive.
Yeah, the Cleveland.
No, I'll just drive out there.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. All right, Jeremy. Listen, congratulations to you as well. You're part of the family. This is Jet Lounge YouTube, presence in YouTube, something that we wanted to do. We actually had a YouTube channel. We still do, but there's just uploaded videos of the tailgates. You can check that out. And if anybody, whoever's listening, follow us on Twitter. Justin put his name out there. I'm at BKLYN, Brooklyn 929. You want to give yours, Kenny?
Yeah, at Kenscara1, KSCARA1.
Yep.
And mine is at Justin for Ocho. It's that way, whatever. It's over there.
But the easiest way to find these guys is go onto Twitter to the Jets Lounge, go to their group page, and join.
Yep.
Make sure you all join the Jets Lounge group page.
Always doing giveaways on there. Always doing giveaways now at Jeremy's Space. And if anybody, I know Green Bean, and I love him to death, great human being. And I know that he reached out to me several times and people would ask him, like, what's up with this guy? He's giving stuff away and he needs our address. Is he on the level? I'm on the level.
Guys, I can vouch, guys.
Yeah, once we ship it out, you don't got to pay for shipping. You don't have to pay nothing. All you got to do is guess. So if you can guess a number, you're in. So, and that's just another way of giving back to you guys and growing the community. So you got, I don't care if right now you're in Pennsylvania, you got 100 brothers out here in New York. And when you come to the game, you join us at the tailgate and enjoy. I mean, we're cooking. You just sit back and enjoy, and let's go Jets, right? We've been waiting a million years for something.
Let's go.
Hey,
Yeah.
back.
Our spaces too. I just want to kind of talk about the spaces that we do have. We try to bring up the fans to come up and talk and give their takes, and pretty much like how the chat's working here. When we start talking ball, this guy's injured, who should pop in his place, or this guy's production's going to go down, who's going to step up, or such and such. We actually just talk about it like we're hanging out in a clubhouse, like the four of us are doing now. So anybody wants to come over to those spaces when we do have them, they're so much fun, man. We don't judge anybody. You come up, and sometimes you give a crazy take, and that's all it is we just say, "Oh, you're crazy," but you know what? It is. It's your take, and it's fun. So we try to get everybody involved. So hopefully everybody can come over and at least give it a listen, and hopefully pop on to one of the spaces too, man. It's gonna be good stuff.
Yeah, let me say one last thing.
Thanks, man.
Rusty has a show, Jet Lounge show, Wednesday, starting at 7 p.m. on the spaces. She does have Braylon Edwards. She does a phenomenal job. She's part of the lounge. It's 7 o'clock this Wednesday. Spaces, Braylon Edwards will be there. And I know what we do is we don't sit there and interview them all the time. What we do is we talk for a couple minutes, and it's you guys that can get up there and ask them whatever you want. We'll be covering the draft. Rusty will be covering the schedule, actually, not the draft, the schedule. She'll be covering the schedule, and it's Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, and we will have Braylon Edwards in the building. So it's a cool thing. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, Braylon appreciate it, man. You could just, it's like basically talking to your best friend. He'll story tell all night. Some of the stories we've heard.
He has.
Admiral. What goes on? What went on behind the scenes in those Rex days? It was a lot of fun. Some of the stories he shared.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Excited, Jeremy. I'm sure you're excited about Mr. Rogers in the neighborhood now. And listen, I mean, come on. I mean, like we got people say the playoffs. Yeah, obviously you want to get in the playoffs, but man, I got big expectations from last year. I mean, you look at the team, you win 7 games, literally no quarterback. So
I mean, it's the worst quarter. We had the worst quarterback play in the NFL by far. There are backup quarterbacks that are better, that played better than and had better ratings than Brissett for Cleveland was better than the Jets quarterback crew. So it's just imagine going from that and jumping up to Aaron Rodgers.
Now listen, a guy like Michael Wilbon, let's just say that. A guy that will sit on there and they'll say, what does this mean? And he'll say, I don't know what it means. Maybe an win. Maybe they go, 8 wins, maybe 9 tops. Don't let that. I hate the word trigger, but it aggravated me. I'll use that word. Don't let it aggravate you. We know what's going on, guys. We know the Dolphins fans are now calling him old and washed up, right? They want to say that because they got nothing else. The guy is 2 years removed from back-to-back MVPs. So now he's old and washed up. But on Green Bay, he's a legend. You know what's going on, guys. Don't fall for it. Don't have the Bills
fan. Because my brother's a 49er fan, big 49er fan. And all I kept hearing from him is last year, he goes, next year Rodgers is going to be playing for the Niners. And then all of a sudden, when things were heating up with the Jets, all I heard from him was, oh, the Niners getting him. The Niners getting him. And then when the Jets got him, he's like, oh, he's old. I says, he's old? Who's your quarterback? I said, Sam Darnold. He goes, oh, Sam isn't bad. I said, it's not bad. I said, 3 years ago when he's on the Jets, you kept telling me how much he sucks, make fun of my team. I says, now he's on the Niners. He's Jesus Christ. So I put him on the spot. I told him, I says, I'll bet you $100 a game. If the Niners win 9 games and the Jets win 12, you owe me $300. He won't take the bet. So,
listen, we know what's going on. We know why people are doing these outrageous takes. I mean, you go look at Colin Cowherd put, oh, he shows the first 4 games and he's like, good night. like after the first 4 games, it's over. You know what? It's just a better incentive to shove it up, right? So, you know, we're in every game, guys.
Yep.
You got a guy like Rodgers, you're in every game, especially with a defense like that and a defense that travels. You're in every game. So this should be an extremely exciting, and you all deserve it. Every single member, everybody listening right now that's been through the misery like we all have, and some longer than others. I mean, Kenny, how long you been going to the game since Shea, right?
Oh, forget it. Long time.
Seen a lot of misery.
A lot.
Testaverde getting hurt, doing nothing.
Yep. A lot of.
And for the Ben crowd, the Young Bucks, I hope the next 20 years is better than it was for us. And don't let anybody tell you that you don't know anything either about the Jets, because you're just as passionate and just educated as everyone else. So, you know, with that, I have to say goodbye because I've taken up too much of your space, too much of your time there, Jeremy. But listen, I love you all. Jeremy, welcome aboard. We're excited. I'll be back on the show, better prepared. I suck at YouTube, as you can see.
No, you guys did great. You guys did great. Come on, man. Everybody's happy. They love you. You just gave out a card. You're going to give them the opportunity for more prizes. You're going to bring in Braylon Edwards. Believe me, guys, you couldn't be more loved right now, because I know that everybody out there, all my viewers, all the subscribers, everybody watching this channel is going to love that. You're really going to give them something special to have the opportunity to communicate and, you know, have their chats read to those guys. So a guy like Braylon Edwards, it's awesome.
Yeah, I just want to give a big shout out to my guy. I'm doing this because this is YouTube. It's different. This is different for me, so I'm cool. My man Dino here in the comments. We don't slay the dragon. We are the dragon. I love it. I love it. I'm trying to shoot out to the listeners here. This is new to me. I like it.
Yeah, it's cool.
Justin paid for it, Justin. I am not. I'm better in audio. I feel so stumbling on the words. I don't know. Camera shy, maybe. I don't know, but
it's all new to me. YouTube channels. I'm old school.
Oh, you look great, Kenny. You're lounging,
smoking a cigar.
That's it. And for all the bettors out there, once in a while, I'll throw you a winner.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe vouch for that.
Maybe make
Thank you, Harlan. Thank you, Harlan.
That betting space we wanted to do. That would be a good one. We'll call it Jet Lounge Aces High.
You gotta respect the Vegas odds. The Jets are like top 3 to come out of the AFC. They are. You know,
they're looking better odds than the Dolphins, but don't tell them that, because you know they're better than us. They'll tell you all day long. But you know
what I said about the Dolphins. We played them on Black Friday, and they might be able to get a quarterback cheap. You never know.
Oh my God. Yeah. So it's funny because we got some Dolphin fans here. So they're going to be like, who are these guys?
You know what? Dolphin fans on the Jets bases, we never, ever, ever down. We've actually got a couple of friends, like one of our friends, John Crystal. He's a huge Dolphin fan, the Dolphins mob on Twitter, and we all get along. I just think that it's good to, I think some people take it a little too far, but I think that we love to bust each other's chops.
Yeah, we got Bills fans in there, Brad, and other guys out there that are, other fan bases. We get involved. It's football. We like to hear they don't have the green goggles on, so to speak, all the time. So it's refreshing sometimes to hear it from. I mean, obviously not a Dolphins or a Bills fan, but if you're playing a Packers or everything we just went through, or a Cowboys game and a Cowboys fan gets on there, it's good to have the banter, because sometimes we're like, oh, you know what? I didn't know that guy had 5 touchdowns already. Let's talk about that. So it's kind of good stuff, man. Always talking ball. So all the other fans, if you guys are listening, I will bust your chops. I will bust your balls about being a Dolphins fan, and I don't care. But you're all welcome to come in there and shoot it up and make fun of us for not getting into the playoffs for 12 years and you guys not winning a game in the playoffs for 21. But, little jabs like that.
It's funny how it's like how both teams fans, to me, have had equal misery in the last 20 years, so 23 years or so. So it's kind of interesting that we go at it with each other when we should just be patting each other on the back and offering condolences. But it looks
You're
like
right.
it's over. I'm confident that's over for us. That this is going to be a very special couple of years coming up. I think it's, depending on what we do beyond that with this young core of players and this GM and the way he drafts, I'm excited that we're going to have a long run of good football, and I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, well, nobody deserves it more than we do, to be honest.
Yeah.
We got a good GM. Hopefully, sustained success we get with this guy. So I think he's doing the right thing. Yeah, we're trying to go all in with the quarterback right now, but I think if he was to move on in 2 years from now, I still think we can keep this ball moving. So I think that it's a good thing the way he's built in this team. So let's go. AFC East champion, Snowball. I agree with you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Win the division.
when the division is where it starts. As that Beningo tells you that, right, Kenny?
All the time. And he wants to hang 50 on New England this year. He wants, if it's 45-3, 2 minutes left, he says throw the ball deep. Rub it in. They've been doing it to us for years.
Break. All gas, no break, Kenny.
And one thing, guys, I know this is all about jet content. You got to look at it another way, too. Those calls that Zach Wilson was getting hit after the whistle, and the Patriots completely, they actually looked like they were trying to injure him. I won't say they were, but it looked pretty like that. All these late hits with Rodgers at quarterback, we get all those calls.
We didn't get one last year.
Yep, and all those, drawing the defense offside, hard counts. He does it better than anyone. So we should start getting those calls too, because that really impacts the game. It's those little things, like they say, it's a game of inches. It absolutely is. So we're going to get those calls too.
Look at last year's New England game. That roughened the passer on the interception for the touchdown by Michael Carter. That changed the whole season right there.
Yeah.
We would have beat New England that game.
Yep.
We would have been up by 2+ scores going into the half. Meanwhile, it wound up, that there was a season changer right there, that play.
Look at the second New England game, Kenny, like 3-3.
Yeah. Oh.
So if Rodgers is the quarterback, he's not good for more than 3 points. This is the bullshit that these people will tell you. Don't believe the bullshit. It's all bullshit. 3-3. So Aaron Rodgers, the defense holds the other team to 3 points, but he can't score more than 3 points.
Yeah, it's absolutely, it's going to change. And everybody's forgetting it's not just the improvement that we're going to have in the quarterback position. It's the fact that he makes other players better. It's the fact that he holds players accountable on the field during the game. He's like having a coach on the field in the huddle. He's a leader and a coach. He's going to lead them. He's going to guide them. He's going to make them better players. And also, it's not just the refs. If somebody takes a late hit on him, you're not going to see our offensive linemen just walk back into the huddle. They're not with A-Rod, right? Not going to do what McGovern did to Zach and just walk away after a late hit. You do that, some defender does that, they're going to get stomped.
Yeah, it's funny you said that, Jeremy. So Tony Richards is always, I said, the offensive line should play better, even with no upgrades. Better. Because not only that, he helps with protection. He knows where to go with the ball. He don't hold on for it too long. But T-Rich said one other thing, which is really true. He said, you don't want to be the guy in the offensive line that's going to get this guy killed. You just don't want to be. So they'll play better by default. Because you don't want to be the guy on film that gets a Hall of Fame quarterback killed back there. So they'll be up on the more.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And it's also like you believe in yourself. It's like when you have somebody in the huddle like you believe in, that you say, holy, like you start to believe you can win. Believing is a very important part of anything that you do. And when they're looking at A-Rod, they're going to believe. They're going to believe, oh, we could score every drive. There's no one we can't beat because we have this guy leading us.
Absolutely.
And you said it best there, and could you imagine what it's going to feel like, that Monday night game? A Monday night game where now we got about 6 hours in the parking lot. And just building up, going into the stadium. It's got to be it's going to be the loudest probably I've heard that stadium in a long time. That Monday night game is just going to be probably the most anticipated opening Jet game in the history of the franchise, I would think.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be loud, and we get guys like coming back that really want to be out there. Becton, man, I see this people want to hear from him. In the chat there that like these guys coming back healthy, AVT and Becton, like it's going to change the whole dynamic of the team. Brees Hall, and now we have Izzy. These guys like going to contribute being healthy. That team was decimated with injuries, but we were killing people in the beginning of the season. We were winning games with rookies that never played in the NFL before. We were 5-2 with Zach Wilson at the helm. Guys had never taken a snap before. AVT playing how many different positions on the offensive line. Like these are all things that happened early in the season that we were trying to get through growing pains with Joe Flacco playing in the first few games. And then coming back to a new quarterback. Garrett Wilson never even running routes, 2 different quarterbacks. Sauce Gardner, okay, what is it like to have the speed in the NFL? Like Jermaine Johnson barely even played, rotating that line where we were like, okay, is this the right thing for this defense to go through, that running, the rotations and everything. So it was a learning curve, and we're going to have the learning curve with a new quarterback. Don't get me wrong, but it's not Aaron Rodgers I'm worried about with the learning curve. He has Hackett back there. It's the other guys, in my opinion, that have to learn where he's at. That's the learning curve. That's what OTAs and all these camps are for. But the injuries, if we can stay healthy, Becton is going to – I would not want to be on the other side of this man who wants to prove himself, who's 360 pounds, whatever he is, mountain of a man, healthy as he is, matured because he has his kid now. And would you want to be on the other side of this guy who's got to – all right, I got to get to Aaron Rodgers. This guy's trying to prove himself and make sure he doesn't get Aaron Rodgers killed. Becton's going to be a beast this year. He's going to come out. He's going to the Pro Bowl. That's my hot take with that Becton. So – and Brees Hall is going to ball out as long as he can stay nice and healthy and we don't overuse him. I think that's why we went with Izzy. So we can come back with a tandem at running back. You got 4 guys. Bam was a beast, and I think we keep him to play special teams. Get a guy like that. Guy with Bam out of the backfield hitting him. Michael Carter's got to prove himself. Keep them punching him in the mouth. I keep saying Aaron Wilson. Please excuse me. Aaron Rodgers will definitely make these guys comfortable, and guys like I think Tyler Conklin is going to ball out this year and show people that what he came for. Last year was a second leading receiver with 67. We haven't had that type of production from a tight end in a while, Dustin Keller, but I think this year he breaks Mickey Schuler's tight end record with receptions.
That would be amazing. We've needed that for a really long time. I don't know. I think Izzy is one of the biggest secrets in the NFL. Like people have no idea if he gets past the defense, if he gets in front of them, he's gone. He's like he's a track star. He's so fast, and he's a one cut and go explode guy. Same kind of similar style to Brees. I love it. Big home run hitter. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. And then we got that Will McDonald pick. He's super athletic. I was like, what is this? What's going on here? Why are we drafting another line guy? But I thought we were going to take the kid from Pitt when we were there to go into the middle. The kid's not a big body, so I think they went with the athleticism. But McDonald looks like he's going to fit well in here. I thought about it after a while. We're going to be hopefully scoring points, and the other team's going to have to be passing the ball. So when you bring fresh legs in on the defensive line, you're going to be chasing down Mahomes. You're going to be chasing down Burrow late in the game because they're going to be trying to put up points. That's the goal, right? So you get you have Johnson and Clemens and this Quinnen and JFM. And you rotate those guys to having fresh legs. Those offensive linemen are going to get tired. And, at the end of the game, when they're throwing constantly, our guys are staying fresh. So I think the defensive end was a good pick. And then I've always wanted us to get a center. And I think Tippmann's going to be a beast here. Number 66 is going to be a nice jersey to get. So Tippmann with the mullet, he's got some good hair, and he's going to be that guy, I think.
We're going to get back to the tradition of having some great play from the center position. Not just okay. We're talking about great pancaking people, moving around, knocking people on their ass. And I agree 100%. And I think what's also going to help the edge, what you're saying is, for the first time, our opponents will be passing at the end of the game. Second half of the third quarter, fourth quarter, because we got Aaron Rodgers. So we're finally going to go into those parts of the game with a lead where they're going to have to throw the ball. And that's when our guys are going to feast.
And I seen somebody mention in the comments about the slot receiver. It's going to be the who we picked up from the Chiefs is going to take over Berrios' slot, and he'll do a much better job, Hardman.
Yeah, McCall Hardman will. And then I think even Andy Lazard plays a little bit of slot.
He's a big body too, so you gotta remember too. We did like using Hardman and Moore. Moore and Berrios and those type of jet sweeps and the tunnel screens and stuff like that. And Hardman, that's right up his alley. Get up somebody like that, and I think you're going to see a lot more field being stretched by. And I hope he makes the team. I'm going to say it. Denzel Mims. He's been working with Rodgers, and I think guy hasn't caught a touchdown on his team in how long, and he's still here. They must see something in him and say, he's giving him a chance with Rodgers, and I think he's going to show something. I'm hoping. Give me something.
If he gets the opportunity to be on the field, I mean, 6'3", 4.3 speed. Come on, he's going to do something.
Well, height's always good. I mean, that's why we got Uzama over here for that red zone target too. But height's good. Lazard's tall, and we can get Corey Davis. He's a great blocker too. So if you have those two guys on the outsides, you don't know if they're running or they're passing because they're both passing or blocking receivers, and not just going to be that one trick pony, like Robbie Anderson was. So,
and the other thing that up the offense is especially the running game, where these teams you can't put 8 in the box no more. You can't. You could do that against Zach Wilson, but you can't do it against Aaron Rodgers. So this will really keep the defense honest, where they're not just going to jam the line, knowing that Zach Wilson last year couldn't complete a pass more than 10 yards. So now those linebackers are going to have to cover these tight ends. They're going to have, there's going to be, they're not going to be able to sit there in the box. They're going to have to spread the field, and that's going to open up the running game 100% more.
Hey, Jeremy, what or any of you guys, I'm not too familiar myself, but how's Izzy out of the backfield with receiving? Is he like a good back out of the backfield?
It wasn't really part of their scheme. Like, it's not like he had tons and tons of opportunities, but there was some tape on it. I never saw him drop any passes, and there's some vids out there, like when you watch his highlights where he's catching passes and he explodes and he's gone. So he's going to be super dangerous, but the numbers aren't going to blow you away because I don't think it was just part of the scheme where he was.
Okay. Yeah, I just think that we were using that so much, and obviously a different offensive coordinator with Carter his rookie year, and he did so well with it, and having guys like ABT and now Tippmann, and hopefully Becton having lost the weight, but these guys are quick. We all know Becton ran what he ran in the 40. He's not a slow big man at all. So these guys got quick off the line. So if you can get those screens and those stretch plays to these running backs, these guys are going to get to the outside and get the edge for these speed guys. I think that's what the Jets are going with is athleticism, because they went with Will McDonald, who wasn't supposed to be 15, but his athleticism, and they did the same thing with Tippmann and Izzy and the other offensive lineman we got, Warren, whatever. But these guys are super athletic.
On the tight end, Kuntz.
Yeah, Kuntz. These guys are projected 4th round guys, but going in the 7th because of the knee injury that he's had. But super freak athletes, and I think that's what Douglas is went for with this draft.
Yeah. Look, Kuntz is like, if when you watch him out there, it's almost funny. He's so tall. And if he's healthy and that knee is healthy, you're right. I mean, he could have been a much higher pick. And with Rodgers throwing him the ball, there's a lot of possibilities. And, like all those weapons look so much better when you got a great quarterback.
Yeah. The only thing, Rodgers wasn't a tight end guy ever in Green Bay. I mean, he had, what's his name, Bubba Franks and Mercedes Lewis. And, I mean, Rodgers, not Aaron Rodgers, but the tight end Rodgers was his best tight end. Production numbers. He wasn't a big tight end guy, but you know what? I think that maybe coming to a team that with the Jets that have tight ends that play more like receivers, like Uzama and Conklin, maybe those will change. It's Rucker. I think we got to see some production from him. I don't see a lot of snaps from Uzama on a pass plays. I think he's going to be a lot for the running. So
Yeah. The days of stacking the box are over. That's over. And that's what they used to do. Even when we went through the Adam Gase era, stack the box. We're not worried about Zach Wilson. We're not worried about Sam Donald. We're not worried. Stack the box. Can't do it no more. And the play action with Raj is going to work so much better because, they're going to worry about the run. And this guy's going to play action and hit spot. And there's no quarterback, including Mahomes, that's as accurate as Rodgers. He's not the best quarterback in the league, but he's probably the most accurate quarterback.
pure arm passer, man. It's what we're getting, and like just seeing him in the OTAs, like he's throwing the ball and he's smiling at the same time. Like it's refreshing to see. He's 38 years old or 39, whatever. And just a note for everybody who wants to talk that he's old and he's over the hill. LeBron James is the same age, and he's going to the Western Finals this week. So he can still win at the age. And so did what's his name? You take care of your body. So.
And Tom Brady did it.
Yeah, Tom Brady did it. They ain't old; they're just experienced.
That's it.
So I'm excited for it, man. I got my season tickets are waiting. We're ready to do this, man. It's gonna be so much fun this year. I can't wait to do it with all you guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be unbelievable.
Jeremy, I'm gonna pop out, but listen again. Very happy that you're with us here in the lounge, and we're on YouTube with you and the partnership, and having you in the family. I don't know. I'm very, very excited about it, and I'm sure I speak for and Justin and Rusty, who couldn't get on here. We're very excited about it. It's a new era at the lounge, and we're just going to continuously grow. And anybody wants to reach out to me directly on Twitter, DM me, and we'll all get together. This is also for the fans that are not in New York, so try to get you guys down here and bring it together. But definitely overjoyed by it, and I appreciate the intro. I know there's somebody named Sabrina out there that was probably cringed if she was watching that intro. I'm telling you, we cringed about it, but love her anyways. But yeah, man, thank you, Kenny and Justin. I'll catch up with you guys, and I say goodbye to all you guys that are tuning in. I appreciate you for tuning in. I'm sure Jeremy does as well, and we will see you soon.
Good night, my man. On that note, too, I'm going to be hopping off, too. Just wanted to, again, extend my welcome to the family, for the Jet Lounge family, and thank you for including us onto your channel, which is huge. So everything's going to be awesome this year. Guys who are listening, who are telling me you're Michael Finley, all right, I forgot about him. Okay, so you guys are proving me wrong when I'm talking. I like it. But, yeah, it's going to be a fun time, and this year's going to be great. So reach out to us on Twitter if you can. If you don't follow on Twitter, some people say they don't tweet, whatever, we'll be on here. So stay with Jeremy. All right? Cool.
Thanks,
and with
guys.
that,
it's absolutely
with that, Jeremy, appreciate it. Everybody that's in the chat here, a lot of good stuff. Follow us on Twitter. I follow back, and looking forward to a great season, and looking forward to doing these YouTube. This is great. I really enjoyed this tonight. First time I ever did one of these. So appreciate, Jeremy, when I'm out there in Vegas for the regular season game, hopefully you're there. We'll have a drink on me.
All right, man. We'll definitely get together and hang out. My plan is definitely to go, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, and I got you. You're in that group chat. I got your number. Put you in my phone, and I'll send you some good stuff. I got some nice videos from something I appeared on in NFL films. I'll send it over to you. You'll appreciate it.
No, I love it. Sounds good. Thanks,
Zach,
guys, man.
Next space. I'm sorry. I mean to cut you off, Jeremy. Zach, when was the next space? It was Wednesday at what time?
Wednesday at 7 p.m. Rusty's show, Jet Lounge, Talking Jets with Braylon Edwards, and Rusty and Emerson will be co-hosting that, and along with Braylon Edwards. So check it out. You get to talk to Braylon. She does a great job. She'll get you up there. You can speak to him, ask him any question you want. If you ever wanted to know the behind-the-scenes things like Kenny mentioned, tune in.
And at 7 p.m., since we're basically all throughout the United States, and we do got some followers over the pond, 7 p.m. Eastern time. That is.
Yeah.
Yep. And then after that show at 10 p.m. Eastern time, you come onto this channel and we'll have the Wacky Wednesday show like we do every week.
I think they know where we're from, Kenny.
And hey, guys out there listening, just remember this. There will be, if you love Jeremy and you love what he does, we will be getting a lot more, like we said before, ex-players and current players on here soon. Look for that. So with that, listen, I talked enough. I'm out. Jeremy, I love you.
Guys.
Justin, love you. And we'll catch up soon. Bye, everybody.
All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
Love you guys, man. Thank you so much. All right. So there you have it. Chaos community. We got the Jets lounge in the house. We're going to have some great guests in the future. This is going to be all exciting, great stuff for us. And this has been a goal of mine a long time. I wanted to take another step, have an opportunity to, provide even more content. Watsuke has done an amazing job and will continue to do an amazing job with statistics and his takes. Dom C will continue to give us amazing analysis. Tigo will make appearances and do his thing. Nick Shine will be here to entertain you. We'll have all the same content, but in addition to that, we'll bring on a whole new exciting set of people, right? We'll have new people coming on, but I'm so excited to talk to former Jets or current Jets, get to ask them questions, see what it was like to play for certain coaches in our history. Braylon Edwards, guys. I mean, what more can I say? You know how excited I am about that. And of course, we'll get some of our friends to partake in that. I already told Green Bean and people like that. We get Braylon Edwards, he's got to jump on and be part of it. Because we can't have Green Bean not talk to Braylon Edwards, right? So he can come in and say, "Hey man, I watched you, man, catch a pass, and I couldn't believe it. I almost fell out of my chair, man." Anyway, Hader Ali is in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing? It's good to see you. Fire and blood. We're the Dragons, baby. We're the Dragons. We are definitely the Dragons. Rico Pup is in the house. What's going on? You're talking about Quinnen Williams? Of course he's going to be signed. Quinnen Williams will be extended. He'll be a New York Jet. They're not racing. They're not in a rush. Nobody's panicking. It'll happen. Joe Douglas takes his time, guys. It's just something you're going to have to get used to, right? I mean, if the last 3 years prove anything, Joe Douglas takes his time. There's no reason to panic. We go through this every time. Every time we're waiting for something to happen, we panic when it doesn't happen right away, and then it happens, and we're like, everybody that was panicking runs away, and everybody's just happy. It's like, there's no reason to panic. There's no reason to panic. We're going to extend Quinnen Williams. They're not stupid. They know and understand how important Quinnen Williams is to our team and to our defense. He will be extended. He will be a Jet long-term. I promise you that, and I'm promising you that right now. I'm that confident that I'm willing to promise you that Quinnen Williams will be extended, and he's going to be part of the New York Jets for the next whatever it is, 3 to 8 years. I mean, because I think he'll not only get extended, but he'll get another contract after that. I'm hoping he's a lifelong Jet. I don't think he's ever going to want to leave because the next 10 years I think looks so promising that why would he want to leave? Because we don't only have a great young core of players. Joe Douglas is going to continue to bring in young players, and we're going to be one of those organizations that continue to constantly add great talent and constantly compete. I could feel it in my bones. We finally found our GM. He's the guy. We found a great coach. We'll see. I'm not saying he's 100% proven yet. Obviously, this year is everything because now there's no excuses. He's got everything he needs. Salah, I believe in him. I think he already made us a top 5 defense in the league. I think that's completely because it's Robert Saleh as the coach of our team is why you saw that happen in just year 2. So I'm very confident. I'm very confident that Aaron Rodgers leading the offense, we're going to win tons of games. And Robert Saleh will cement himself as one of our great head coaches and someone that we're all excited about to be here for a long time. It's all coming together, guys. It's all happening. What a great time and period of being a Jets fan. What a great period in time for me to collaborate and join the Jets Lounge family just in time for this Jet run, this explosion that's about to happen, this new chapter for the Jets, and it's now a new chapter for the channel. So I'm super excited about it, and I'm glad that everybody here that's been supporting me is going to be part of that ride, and that you're going to have the opportunity to talk up, and get to know some of these guys up close and personal. I mean, I never dreamed it. I mean, I'm still not believing it's real until it happens, that I'm going to be sitting here on a stream having a conversation with guys like Braylon Edwards or Rich Cimini, which you guys better be nice in the chat if he comes on. But it's an exciting opportunity. We could ask him about his spins. Those of you who don't like his spins, those of you that find him negative, this will be an opportunity to ask him, to say, hey, why? Maybe he'll explain it to us. Maybe he'll explain how his job depends on it. The way, how he maintains his job in this industry. We all jump on him, but if he doesn't get clicks and people don't read his articles, is he going to be the Jets ESPN guy in the media? So maybe we'll clarify a few things. He's actually said some positive things as of late. So I think deep down, Rich Cimini wants the Jets to be a winning team. If you were covering an NFL football team, wouldn't you want to cover a team that wins? Don't you think that's going to be better for him? So I love it. Thanks, Vincenzo. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys for your support in this. I do want to constantly remind you, the content will still be the content. I will still be me. Every once in a while when I lose it, I will go on my rants. I'll continue to make fun of Nick Shine. I'll continue to take jabs at him. He'll continue to take jabs at me. We'll be back on Wednesday night for the Wacky Wednesday show. We will have Watsuke. I hope will return. He wasn't able to be on last week. I'm hoping he's going to return this week. And of course, we'll get some of our regular guests. I'm hoping Tigo will be available. We haven't had him on the channel in a little bit. So we'll get Tigo here. Get his take on the schedule, his predictions for our record, that kind of stuff. I don't even have to, it's funny because I didn't even talk to Tigo about it, but I know he's always down to come on and talk Jets. So thanks for supporting me tonight. Thanks for being here, guys. I will be back at 10 p.m. Eastern Wednesday on the Wacky Wednesday show. But remember, if you go to Twitter, you go to the Jets Lounge at 7 p.m., when you're listening and you go into that conversation, you could make a request. You could raise your hand, or there's a way to make a request to be a speaker. So don't forget that. You don't have to sit there and just be a listener. When you go in, if you go into Twitter at 7 o'clock into the Jets Lounge group, and you see Braylon Edwards up there, and you hear his voice, and he's talking, and they're all talking and asking him questions, and you want to ask Braylon Edwards a question, you make a request. Hit the little dots next to your little circle, whatever. There's a way to do it. And you can make a request to be a speaker, and they try to get as many as people as possible to get their turn. You could be a speaker. When you're a speaker, you raise your hand, and they will call on you, and you'll get to ask Braylon Edwards a question. And then, of course, one day, if and when, I think, it sounds like he's going to eventually make it his way onto the show here. I will be highlighting your questions in the chat, and you'll get to communicate with him that way. And hopefully he's just the beginning of I heard a lot of other names mentioned too. So hopefully you'll get to ask a lot of these guys questions, and I could be part of bringing you closer to guys like that. I'm excited about it myself. So for me to be able to get to do it and then expose all of you to it is an incredibly humbling and great, rewarding thing. I can't even tell you how much. I can't wait to give you hopefully that gift. Hopefully it'll bring you joy. And, I know that I always love the opportunity to meet players or talk to former players, tell them about my Jets fandom. So I'm excited that you guys will be getting the opportunity to do that. So it's good stuff, man. So I'll see you guys then. I'll see you on Wednesday night. Again, thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. And I will leave you with a little bit of this.
I would regret it if people look back at the first episode and you weren't on it.
Yeah, well, I like that. It's called forward thinking.
We have one of the worst beats in the world. We do. Our beat is horrible.
Connor could shove that article up his ass.
And then I went to that game, and I was like, this is the greatest team I've ever seen in my life. I'm a Jet fan. This is going to be the greatest run ever. Yeah.
No, because if they take Aquanu, I'm not complaining.
Joe Douglas is the king of keeping shit close to the vest.
A 2, a 4, and a 6 for Darnold?
Did the Jets really ruin Sam Darnold, or did Sam Darnold just suck all along and we were just trying to talk ourselves into it?
And Hamilton is a player who can potentially make a very big impact.
And suddenly here we are today, you can't get rid of him.
Right. It's like a plague.
Joe Douglas was hired because he's not those general managers.
Okay, Luscious.
Somebody is going to fall just like Elijah Moore did, just like Michael Carter did.
You know, what would, if you had one sentence to say to Joe Douglas, what would you say? So you would say, you had me at hello, and then give him a big old wet one right on the smack.